Okay, recording this video because I know support's going to ask me about it, and the problem is this linear module is loose on the rail here. It wiggles from side to side. It's hard to see it on camera. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Yeah, it's pretty significant, okay? See how much that pivots? Okay, so what's happening is anything in print with a radius on, especially circles, it'll go around the circle, and then the head will pivot, and it'll cause it to shift. So the rest of the circle, the second half of the circle, will be shifted. As you can see on this print here, there are two lines here and here. You can see them better from the side. And it's not as easy because there's two of them, right? You see this line all the way up, and this line all the way up this side here. Okay. So what's happening is this half of the circle is this way. This half of the circle is this way. Because as it rotates, it'll get to the center point, and then the head will pivot a little bit and cause it to continue the rotation. And then once it gets down to here, it'll pivot back the other way. And it's causing me to have very few parts that I can actually use for anything, because nothing is round. So I've been trying to print boring stuff, just models or whatever, stuff that's kind of square, but you can actually see it pretty good on this too. See how there's this halfway point here, which shifts. This is not a good example because this was one of my first prints, but I'm just showing it to you because it's another example I have available. You can see it's nice and uniform, and I guess this half is no longer the same. It's uniform here, but it's not uniform against this. Okay, so if I measure how far off this thread is, which I have the calipers ready for, and you can see I'm not really exaggerating here. There's a valid measurement. Hard to do one-handed, but you can see 0.37 millimeters off. And yes, these are correct. These are good calipers. Well, they're not great calipers, but they're certainly accurate enough for this demonstration. So the reason I'm recording the video now is simply because while I wait for support to respond to me, I'm going to attempt to trade this module with this module in hopes that the build plate being fastened to it will keep it sturdy enough to print properly while eliminating the wiggle up here and allow me to at least get some halfway decent prints while I wait for a replacement part, which evidently can take a few weeks to even process, let alone receive. But yeah, you can see here, doesn't look like a huge deal, but 37.37 millimeters is pretty significant. So I would reckon that the play is half of that, and then between the two halves of the rotation, that's why it's so high. You can really see it though. So anyhow, I'm just putting this for the record so I don't have to undo it just to have it undone a third time when I eventually receive the module. So thank you.